Well, Jack, let's start with the obvious question and a new contract. You're staying at St Helens. How easy was that decision?
Yeah, pretty easy in the end. I think there was a couple of things that came into play and a couple of decisions to be made along the way, but once I sort of got my head around a few things, I didn't want to play my rugby anywhere else.
A bit of a different dynamic for St Helens this year, coming into the season not as champions for the first time in a while. Does that almost kind of dial up the determination and the drive a bit to make sure that you get that back this year?
I don't think it really drives that sort of determination. I think we've always had that as a team, but I think that sort of new feeling of not being chased, I think that's been on our backs for the last couple of years, and we've sort of the ones doing the chasing now. We're not the best team anymore, Wigan are, and we've got something to fight for again, and I can't wait, and I'm sure the lads are the same.
Not a huge amount of change in terms of players coming in and out. Obviously a big loss in James Rugby, but are you comfortable with the way that the team's knitting together in pre-season?
Yeah. Well, I've been in for a good couple of weeks now, and all the younger lads that have come up through the academy, as they usually are after being with Derek, they're outstanding. They're at the front of the running, they're throwing some weight about in the gym, and they're all brilliant. And then I've been with Daz at England, and I knew what he was going to bring, and he's going to have a hard job filling Robes' boots, but I think he's the most likely to do it in the competition. So I can't wait to get playing with him again, and obviously, like I said, all the young lads that have come in, they've been outstanding. And
obviously you've had a year under Paul Wellens now. Have you really been able to kind of stamp his mark on this team in that 12 months?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously this is his first head coaching role, and he'll be the first to say that we learnt some harsh lessons last year as a playing group and as a coaching staff, and we're going to right them wrongs this year and hopefully do what we did the 4 years previous and challenge for silverware. I think obviously we had a massive high at the start of last year, which was amazing for us all involved, but we didn't quite nail the big opportunities we had in semi-finals last year, and there's lessons learned, and we're ready to go again.
Obviously without that kind of World Club Challenge trip in the middle of it, are you guys kind of focusing on that first 6-10 weeks of the season and a fast start? Yeah,
definitely. I think London at home first up there, they'll be ready for life back in the Super League, and they'll be wanting to show the best qualities at our place. 16th of November, 16th of February. Obviously them first 6 to 10 weeks determine where you're going to finish pretty much, and we want to be there and thereabouts, and as long as we're sitting pretty by that point, I think we'll be good.
And obviously Wigan St Helens is always a big game. Does it carry a little bit of extra spice this year now that they're champions and you're not, and potentially the best two teams in the competition going head to head?
I think no matter where each team finishes, there's always that rivalry. Like I said, they've had the opportunity to chase us for the last 4 years, and they did it successfully last year, but now it's our turn. We want to go and knock them off their perch, as every other team in the competition will, and no doubt it'll be a massive occasion when they come to our place on Good Friday, or we go to theirs later on in the season. So yeah, it's my favourite game of the year. No surprises there, and I'm already looking forward to it.
Obviously you're still at the early end of your career, you're still quite young, but with so many kind of appearances and all that experience under your belt already, do you feel your role kind of changing as you get a bit older? Does it become a bit more of a leadership position?
Not necessarily. I think I'm still at that age where I'm learning things, as everyone is really. No matter how old you get, you're learning things, but I think I'm still learning leadership qualities. I've had a great leader in James Roby, and whoever becomes captain is going to be a great leader for me as well. So I've got all them things to look forward to, but with my position, I've got to be a leader. I'm telling people where to be stood in the defensive line. I'm telling people where to run the lines and attack. It's a very full-on position, and if I'm not up to that, I won't play. It's as simple as that. So it's something that I have developed over the last couple of years, and I feel like I'm getting better at it each time I go at it. But yeah, like I said, I've still got a lot to learn there, and I'm more than willing to do that.
And with that kind of learning in mind, do you kind of play to set yourself any kind of individual goals and targets this season?
Not individually. I want to win more trophies. I want to win a Challenge Cup again. I want to win a Grand Final again, and the whole squad does. I think that's obvious, and when you set out at the start of the season, you want to win everything, and that's what's on our mind. And yeah, like I said, I can't wait to get going. Round one, not far away now, and can't wait to rip him.
Well, best of luck this season, mate.
Cheers, pal. Thank you.
Nice.